Hey, welcome to the Philippines. I'm John.
I'm Jan.
I'm Esther.
I'm Nechi.
I'm Rena.
And we're about to go on an adventure, baby. Let's go! All right. Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to do something a little different today from here on forth. We've been ordering stuff from Shopee and Lazada for a while now, and we never really showed you what tools we were getting and things like that. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start showing you the tools that we get that helps us to complete the jobs. Well, I'm not being sponsored by any of these people, so don't you have to sweat about that. Again, you'll know that because there's no links in the bottom. If you want to know, we could tell you. We pretty much just look on it and Shopee and stuff like that, and you'll be able to find them under the name that we just kind of found them under. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, long story short, we bought some things here. We already have one open here. All right. So let's start with these right here. Okay. Yesterday we got these. These are jack stands. We couldn't bring ours from the United States because these were a lot cheaper than just sending ours. It would have cost us $108 just to send a box with these and a couple other things in it, but with these right here we only paid $20, so we saved about $100 on that, almost like $80 there. So all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and we're going to start doing all of this, and I'm going to open up all the packages now. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to be able to give you an overall view of what we've gotten and why we've gotten it, and you'll be able to see how now, because we've got a lot of tools from the online, because where we are, we're kind of like on a little island here, and it's kind of hard for shipping to get here. It takes like 6 days to get here, long story short. But when we buy something from Amazon, it only takes 3 days to get to our sister's house, and then another 3 days to get from our sister's house that in Manila, because Amazon only sends to Manila right now. So, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up these packages, and then once we get them opened, we'll explain everything and why we're going to do that, okay? All right, we'll be right back with you. All right, we're back, and now I can show you all the products that we got. Again, you've already seen the jack stands, the jack and the oil filter remover, and you can pretty much guess what I'm going to do with that. So long story short, we're paying, I know it's not much, it's like 200 or so, 300 if you give them a tip, pesos for the oil change, but that still doesn't include the time. Now, if you think about time going to the mechanic is about 15, 20 minutes, and then the time to come back, and then waiting for him to be able to do it. So it's just more efficiently according to time that we actually just do it ourselves. I mean, by the time we get the bow's oil cap off, put the oil filter on, we can have this thing done before we go down and wait. So this is going to be what we're going to do with this one, which is the oil filter remover, the floor jack, which you know how it goes underneath the truck. We jack the truck up, we put it on the jack stands, and now we can get underneath it, and I can unscrew the oil pan screw there, let the oil drip down into an oil pan, and then once we get the top off, then that will go right through, and then we just do our own oil changes with that. Now, this one here is a clamp, and we used to buy wood for all of our studs, and we'll go back, and I'm going to pause it after I show you what this is, and then I'm going to show you how it works and why we did it. So this right here is a clamp. And what it is, basically, it connects two studs together. I did buy the thick studs. I'm kind of curious if this is even going to matter. But what happened as far as these go is that I bought one, and it was like $338 or something like that, or something like $298. And then the shipping on top of that was like, a lot. But then I added another one. It gave me a discount. So it was actually for only like $358 for 20 pesos more. I was able to get two of them. And so, hey, if it's free, it's for me. I mean, I know it's only free, but still, the shipping never changed because you put two in there. So now we were able to pay only 20 pesos more, basically, and get two. So I thought that was a good deal there. So that's what we did. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these in the back. I'm going to show you why and how and where and all that as well. We'll be right back with you in a minute. Okay, guys. Okay, so as you know, we were using wood to build all of our walls. Okay, so as you can see, we get 2x4 studs, and we framed it out all even. Okay, at the top, we framed it out all even to the back where the roof was going to go down. So we wanted that to be our baseline. And then from there, we just went up our pitch. How far up did you want your pitch to go? And then we put our triangles at the top. So we put our regular frame up there. We bumped that up about 15, 16 inches. And then our triangles, we went from here. It was really simple after that. We just went from that point to that point, and that's how we got our triangle before we started laying our purlin. So we went the height that we wanted, which is basically all these walls here are 5 feet up to here. These are 5 feet, but then this is right here is another 36 inches. So you're looking at about 8.5, 9 feet here. And then we added the height to get to the roof that we wanted. Okay, we measured it, we went outside, we measured how high above this roof we wanted it. And as you can tell, it's exactly right where we need to be, and I'll show you that in a second. So anyways, so what we did is we just framed it up for that height, and then we just connected it here to here, and then we just started laying our purlins, and then when we extended it, you've already seen that video, we went out and we extended it. But see, as you know, we had to start using wood, stop using wood because they're so expensive. So we found C-purlins that were cheaper, stronger, and better. And so when we went to go get some more 2x4s to frame up this one, now the price went up too. And I said, you know what, I'm done. So what we ended up doing is we ended up getting some 2x4 purlins because they didn't have the 2x4 studs. So this is a 2x4 purling, and it's a little thicker than your studs would be. This is more like a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a track for a gate or something like that, but it's a purlin. It's a 2x4 purlin, just like these right here. There's the 3, but these are 4. So now I'm going to attempt to try and use this, okay, while still trying to, hold on here. Let's try it here, okay? So bear with me for a second. I'm going to put you down, and I don't know if you're going to catch it, but all right, so I'm just going to have to put it down, and then we're going to have to try it, and then I'm going to show it to you. So give me about 30 seconds here, all right? So here we go. We're going to put that there, and I'm just going to see if it works. And voila, it works. So basically the way this works is that you just put this in, okay? And I'm going to try to show you with one hand here. And then you just put your stud right where you need to be. But what you're doing is you're actually marrying the 2 studs together. So when this is up, and then you're going to marry the bottom plate to this. So you basically cut yourself a little L, and I'll show you how that's done while we're building. But the biggest thing that I want to show you is that they do work, and I'm happy that they work. Because I was so afraid, because these are thicker ones. They're not like the aluminum can thin studs that they can use, but I put the thicker up because they're actually only 5 pesos more than the aluminum ones that kind of really flimsy here. But as long as this works, see, so the way this works here is the fact that you have another one against it, long story short, and then you can marry it together with that. You see it clamps it on the back here. Where are we here? Okay, right there. I don't know if you can see that, but what happens is that it flanges the outside. It flanges it out. So basically, it flanges it outward, and it wraps itself around the thing there. See? Yeah, you see, so that's what happens is that it wraps it around, and it wraps it around the ends, and then they marry them together. All right, so that's how that works. So those work, and that's kind of good. Now, we're going to go to stud here. We're going to stud this up, and we've been waiting not only for this to dry, but we've been waiting because, again, the wood has gone up, and so now we needed to wait for the clampers. We needed to wait to go and get the wood in the other town over there, which is, again, a travel and a half. And then we are going to start studying this up, and we're going to show that process as well, and it's going to be a good thing, my friend. But other than that, everything seems to be working. We're going to be able to save some time by not doing our oil in town anymore, driving all the way down there. We're also going to save some more money because I'm going to start framing up myself with the stronger stud and not paying for this right here was 650 pesos just for one. This right here was like almost 300, so it's half, and which is, you can understand, but yeah, I'm not paying 300 when, especially since all the buildings that we have. I'm not going to pay that when we could just pay half, get a stronger one, and we can actually do it a lot better. So this is where we are right now, my friend, and this is how we do it. We are J&J, and this is our adventure, baby.